Hola.
We're back for a
Hola.
live video. So, hey, if you're joining us live, and hello if you're not joining us live as well. Do keep with us because we're going to be talking about some exciting news from España today.
Ole.
But let's just say hello in the live chat. We've got Karin's, we've got Serdian Gavrilovic in Serbia, Olympic Song Contest in Hrvatska, Croatia. Hello, how you all doing? Hello to Deep as well. You're just joining us. Thank you guys for joining. We only went live a couple of days ago, so good to see you all again. But we've got a Spanish vibe today, guys.
Ole.
Ole. Stuart, I'm going to come to you because you know everything about this. 2 days ago, we had the exciting announcement from the UK about their selection, and now we've got some another Big Five country, TVE, Spain, have announced their plans for Rotterdam. So tell us.
Yeah, well, so the big news is that this year it's going to be an internal selection, which is different from what has been happening in the previous years. Lately, it's been the representative for Eurovision has been decided through Operación Triunfo. The show is still going to happen this year, but it won't be like it has been in the years before, where they go through the entire season and then they do a gala where some of the participants have songs and performances that they put forward to the public to vote on. This year, they're going internal, and they also say that it's supposed to be a well-known artist that's going to be chosen for 2020 in Rotterdam.
Oh, so for me, good news again from Spain, but I mean, we'll talk about it. There's some more people joining us. We've got Alma Urena. We've got Sam Ravenbach. Hello, hola, from Sweden. P. Fukanan, hello to you. Dark Angeli from Bonsoir la France. We've got ESC Flair in the house. Paolo, we've got Lee Fern. Maria Angelica. I'm so bad with Spanish, guys. You know that. Jesse Kuiper as well in the Netherlands. Thank you so much for joining us. We'd love to know what you guys think about the Spanish announcement today that they're not using Operación Triunfo. They're going internal. So, Clara, I'm going to come to you first. Obviously, you're from Spain. How are you feeling about this news?
I'm hopeful, but again, we've had a very disastrous. Some of our internal selected artists did not place very good. But some of them did, so I'm curious to see who this famous artist is. Imagine if it's Rosalía. I think she's too big now. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the Televisión Española comes up with.
Well, Serdian is asking you, Clara, who do you think or would you like to see from well-known artists? So you've mentioned one.
I've mentioned Rosalía. I think everyone that has taken part in Operación Triunfo these past 2 years would be very strong candidates. I'd like to see Cepeda because he really embodies this Spanish way of singing. Aitana, I love Aitana Ocaña. I would go crazy if she goes. Ana Ward, Ana Guerra. These two girls are the ones that sang Lo Malo. Imagine if we get Lo Malo again. Or Lola Indigo, yes, ESC Flair. Lola Indigo, she could do a tremendous show.
Well, it's nice to me because I don't know who many of these artists are. you mentioned Lo Malo, and that was obviously like a huge hit from Operación Triunfo, and many people said that should have gone to Eurovision and done better. And Stuart, I know that you love that song. I think you love it.
Well, you know, it was on everywhere in Spain. That year in 2018, I was living in Barcelona, and every night when I went out, you would hear that song. And, you know, many nights involved going to multiple places. So sometimes you heard it at every place you went to in one night. So, yeah, I think it was clear that song had potential, and it topped the year-end chart, one of the major charts for music in Spain. It was the #1 song. And when you compare that to Canción from that year, that only landed in 75th place. So it seems like that might have been a missed opportunity if that song had gone. Nonetheless, you know, it already happened, and Tu Canción found lots of fans. So yeah, I mean, it's at least it was a song that was remembered.
Oh, guys, we just have to stop and say hello to the man in the house. It's Shady Shay. Hey, Shady. Woo! How you doing? We miss you, Shady.
Yeah, I do.
P. Fukunan, is Cristina Ramos too famous for Eurovision now? How famous is she in Spain?
I'm a fake Spanish person. I don't know who she is. Sorry.
She's not fake. She's a real Spanish person. She doesn't live in Spain.
I'm a real Spanish person. I just don't live in Spain, and I just get the people from Operación Triunfo. Sorry.
You've got to say hello to Chili Penguin in the live chat. We've got Alexandros from Greece. Hello, Yusuf. Que peña había mucho éxito con este concurso.
He says, that's really great Spanish. He says, what a shame. There was a lot of success with this contest. The thing is, the contest itself, Operación Triunfo is coming back, but they won't be choosing the representative out of the contest because they've decided there's other chances. And the Operación Triunfo is coming back because it has a very solid audience, so that's going to keep on running.
Now, Chris, obviously, as Clara said, Operación
Triunfo.
OT is carrying on, but the links with Eurovision have been severed. Do you think that's because maybe to the Spanish broadcaster, the fact that the results had been bad and they'd use OT was reflecting slightly negatively on OT, and they want to separate the two?
No, I don't know. I personally think they probably wanted to change, and that the results of the last 2 years probably didn't reflect, possibly, I suppose, well on the show, but how other artists had bigger songs and bigger hits, and I just think they want to do something completely different. The results haven't been there the last few years, and certainly if you look at OT when Rossa was in the show, it didn't diminish at all. I believe that was one of the most watched, when she was announced as winner, was one of the most watched shows in Spanish history, and that year more viewers watched Eurovision in Spain than any other year for a long time. So I just think they fancied a change, just as the UK has done this year, try something different because the results haven't been there.
Yeah. Let's go to the live chat and say hello to Jade Funky Coffin. Hello, Jade. We've got ESC Matt Gaga, Fidel Garcia Expo, who is asking, actually, would we like to see Ruth Lorenzo again?
I would, but I think she placed really well in a 10th position. And knowing Spain's record track on placing, I don't know if she could do better. Not because of the song being bad or her song or her voice being bad, but just purely seeing the results lately.
And Chili Penguin, I'm sure we've spoken about this before, guys, but Chili Penguin would love to see Maria Isabel or Antonio Jose at Eurovision, maybe even as a duo.
Yeah, I would actually like to see either of them. Antonio Jose represented Spain in Junior Eurovision the year after Maria Isabel. So I would actually I think both of them, either together or individual, are really good. They could be really good acts.
And Maria Isabel, she's actually had quite a good career since Junior Eurovision, right?
Yeah, she became really popular for like 10 years. Then she went completely quiet to finish her school. And now that she's done, she's started to release new music. And she has a really cool single now, I think, called Tu Mirada. It has a lot of urban vibes. And I think something like that could place well, or could really reflect how the Spanish music scene looks right now.
Alexandros is just saying, Pastora, I would literally die to see her back on the Eurovision stage again. She didn't get the position she deserved, did she, with Quédate Conmigo?
She came 10th, so she did as good as Ruth Lorenzo. She would have, yeah.
Should have been much higher.
And that's also an example of, because she was also selected internally. So it's one of the times where an internal selection has done well.
Do we, in terms of Clara or Stuart, you might notice, in terms of getting the record labels behind the Spanish entries, is there a push from the record labels in Spain?
You don't want to bring that up. That's the Manel situation.
Oh, with Sony?
With Sony, yeah.
But I assume if they're going internal, there will be record label
probably,
involvement.
Yeah. So it's either, I think it's universal. It should maybe Universal or Sony. It has to be either of those two.
Yusuf saying Spain needs to send a bop. Yes,
They did
this year, didn't they?
Yeah,
Go
they
ahead,
did this year. La Venda was quite a pop. Just the staging did it. I like the staging though, but I don't think Europe liked the staging.
I wonder if we are going to get like a Lo Malo type song.
I'd like that.
I would love that. What thinking about the music scene at the moment in Spain, what type of genre do you think they would be likely to select internally?
Something like Lola Indigo or what Maria Isabel is doing right now. Something very urban with like a kind of a reggaeton drop, like and I don't know, probably there's a lot of female empowerment now going on in Spanish music. So something like that, maybe very choreographed. What do you think, Stuart? Because you've lived in Spain, so you know how it looks like.
Certainly. Well, at the time, and I mean, this isn't exclusive to Spain, but a lot of the popular music there actually came from Latin America. And, reggaeton, of course. Even the entries that we've been seeing in Eurovision from other countries have resembled that rhythm. Even Fuego. Fuego had that kind of cadence, even if you wouldn't describe it as a reggaeton song. And then, the following year we had Replay, we had She Got Me, we had Chameleon. They all had that same kind of groove to it, which borrows from that style, which is very popular right now in pop music, not just in Spain, but all across the world, I think.
Chili Penguin, very Spanish Latin bop would be awesome. Olympic Song Contest. I'm learning so many artists I don't know. Bujos,
Owls. I don't know them actually. They might be an indie band, and I don't really know many Spanish indie bands, unfortunately.
Alvaro.
Alvaro Soler would be a good representative because it's also very, very popular in Europe. Like it's really massive in Germany. I think it's bigger in Germany than in Spain. He did a song with Jennifer Lopez, and
and Briquette.
Briquette came second after Ruth Lorenzo. She was, I think, one of the backing vocalists. Was it, Stuart? Do you know about this?
I'm not. No, my knowledge doesn't go that far back. But you mentioned Jennifer Lopez earlier, and I'm thinking I would love to hear something like El Anillo. El Anillo pa' cuando.
That could start the party.
Yeah.
Right, Yusuf, I swear Yusuf does this just to test me out. Si España enviaría una canción que tiene elementos flamencos como las obras de Rosalía, quizás España gane el concurso.
So Yusuf is saying, what about if Spain sent a Spanish song with flamenco flavors such as Rosalía? Maybe they would win the contest. Well, it would be very interesting to see how Spain would place with a flamenco song, considering Remedios Amaya got 0 points. And but like Bandido also had some flamenco references in the music.
I would Shady Shay, you know it, man. Come on, guys, smash the like button, yes, and subscribe to Eurovoxx if you haven't already. Thank
Break
you.
Your computers if you have to.
I mean, one thing that I love about Spain is everything they send generally always has a Spanish flavour, and I don't ever want them to lose that. I want them to be true to who they are and true to their music industry and their culture and their tastes. So I hope they're not going to see the past few years, maybe where they haven't done so well, and try and go totally mainstream. I don't know how you feel about that, Chris.
For me, I love the Spanish element in songs, but seeing what Spain bring every year is going to be, for me personally, I think Spain will send something that nobody's totally expecting, or possibly the wrong style of song. I find for Eurovision, unfortunately, it's they have so much great potential, and I love the Spanish type, but they always send the complete wrong type of song, in my opinion.
Well, let's go a couple of years back to Alfred and Amaya. And I have to say that I really liked the song, but I mean, I'm known to like sweet, gushy ballads. And I think maybe was that a bit of a surprise to the Spanish, Clara and Stuart, that song didn't do as well as they'd hoped?
Well, it was a surprise because Spain lives in this bubble where they think that everything that happens in Spain, like very kind of local or typical Spanish things, translate very well outside Spain. And nobody knew about Alfred and Amaya. Nobody had followed their love story inside the contest. So they thought that everyone knew, but nobody did. So I think that's part of the surprise.
Yeah, and there was I mean, Chris, there was such a huge fan base behind them who were more supporting them rather than supporting Spain at Eurovision. So maybe the hype was so big because of their huge fan base, and maybe that result was a little bit of a shock.
Yeah, I think that was, and just as Clara just said, it was more local as opposed to Europe-wide. So people in Europe just didn't get it, unfortunately. And it was your typical man singing to a woman with fireworks in the background, and that was it. It was your typical Euro song like that. So.
Well, Clara, this one for you. What did Spanish people think of their entry in 2017? So this was Manel. You need no words.
Okay, I have to say props to Manel because he has recovered and has embraced his failure, and now he's making kind of a living out of it. I'm not sure if you saw Netflix made a short Eurovision kind of joke video, and Manel is in the video saying, "What about the chickens or the roosters?" Or because like the vocal failure he did in Spanish is gallo, which is like a rooster, or how do you call it in British English? Because I know rooster is American.
A rooster, like a chicken.
Oh, a rooster, yeah, chicken. So he now makes a lot of jokes with roosters. So power to him.
Fidel Garcia Expo. Last 5 years, you were in the. Is that true? For the past 5 years, Spain's been in the bottom 5.
Yes, most like, and I think Pastora Soler. No, the last top 10 or last decent position was in 2014 with Ruth Lorenzo, and that was number 10. And then after that, it just went like down.
And if we're being really specific, technically, Edurne was not bottom 5 because there were, well, she would finish 21st, so she wouldn't be bottom 5. And there were 27 countries that year anyway. So, I mean, it's not great, but it's still not bottom 5. So.
The new guy's name is Stuart, Shady. Say hi to Shady Shay, Stuart.
Hello, Shady Shay. Where have you been?
Where have you been all my life?
Shady's not around enough, and he knows it. So yeah, some people calling out in the live, Ruth Lorenzo to come back. Personally, I think I'd like to see a new artist, someone fresh, someone maybe not so well known in Spain, but maybe like a new talent. Although I would love to see Pastora back because her vocals are insane.
I don't think she would ever come back though. She got stage fright after that.
No.
Mirella, yes, Mirella, the eternal candidate, Mirella.
I don't know who that is. I can't think who it is. I recognise the name.
Yeah, Mirella, she lost to Manel. She's lost to everyone. She's tried many, many times. She lost to Dinesh, like back in 2007.
Gonzalo, you're saying Rosalia to Eurovision. So lots of people saying they'd like to see her. I need to check out this performance because she sounds amazing. Olympic Song Contest, Victoria Riba.
Sorry, I don't know who she is.
So yes,
we should just have David Bisbal.
Say it again, Chris.
We should just have David Bisbal. I think he's amazing.
Oh, he's too big. He's too big. And I personally don't see his style fitting very well in Eurovision.
Yusuf, perhaps a Spanish power ballad. Yes, I love a ballad. You guys don't have much.
Well, Spain seem to.
Sorry, once
Spain always seem to do well with a power ballad.
Yeah, Spain knows how to do well with a power ballad, indeed.
You know, if they were to go the power ballad route, he would definitely not be the one to perform because he's way too big. But I think if he was able to write the song, Pablo Lopez would be fantastic. His music.
Oh yes, Pablo Lopez is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look at me, not like I know who this person is. Like, yeah, that'd be fantastic. I really need to boost my Spanish knowledge. But who knows? I mean, if this is a really successful move for TVE, maybe we'll be heading to Spain for Eurovision 2021. It's about, isn't it, about time, guys, that Spain at least got like a top 3. I mean, I'd love to see them. I would love to see them win. We went to me, Clara, and Chris. We were in Madrid for the fantastic pre-party this year before Tel Aviv, and what an amazing atmosphere! I mean, one, you Spanish people know how to party and party hard. You know how to have fun. 2, if you're Spanish and you like Eurovision, you're crazy about Eurovision. So much love. So much love for the contest. And 3, I just love Spain. It's such a beautiful country and hot, sunny and hot. I'd love to go there for. I'd love to be there for Eurovision. I mean, this might be what Spain's been waiting for, Clara.
I hope so. I hope so.
I love that Clara's so grounded about this because you know the way that it's gone in the years before, right?
And I know Spain, and I know Spanish people, and I know Spanish industry, and I know.
Fingers crossed that they're going to make a good choice. And I mean, Clara, it would be amazing for you being Spanish for Eurovision to head to Spain.
It would be fantastic. I wouldn't believe it. I would be crying. I think it would be the only time I'd cry for my country.
Oh, I mean, it'll be. It would be amazing. I would love to see it. I mean, who knows? The UK changing direction with regards to their selection. Spain now changing their. Imagine seeing a Spain UK 1-2 in Rotterdam.
Wow! I'll have to pinch myself.
I mean, maybe the Big 5 are going to smash it again this year. Who knows? We've seen countries' fortunes change. See you, Shady. Fidel Expo. Do we like Melanie?
Oh yeah, Melanie could be Melanie or Melody. Sorry, I thought you said Melody for Eurovision. That would be also interesting to watch. Melanie for Junior Eurovision. I like her. She is the younger kid that does opera for Spain.
Yeah. Banana Apple. What about Mabel? Is there a Spanish artist called Mabel? Or are you talking about Mabel from the UK?
I think Mabel is from the UK. She's not Spanish, from Spain.
I have to say, OMG, if the UK sent someone like Mabel with the songs that she's been bringing out, I would be, oh my God, I'd be so proud. I think that'd be amazing. I think that's exactly what the UK needs, and maybe what Spain needs as well. Spain just needs like Lo Malo 2.0, I think.
So they could get that with Aitana, an award, and Lola Indigo.
Alexandros, are you saying about Edurne?
Edurne.
But I think she did say that she wasn't coming back for good.
I apologise, everyone, for my Spanish pronunciation, but I am learning a bit of Spanish, so I'm going to try and get better at this. Should I do some of my phrases, Clara?
Yes, go ahead. Impress Europe.
El gato es blanco.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Hola, ¿qué tal? I'm learning. Guys, I'm going to come back here next year and I'm going to be able to have a proper Spanish conversation. I get so embarrassed by not being able to pronounce things properly. So sorry. Jade Funky Coffin, Spain should send a group like CNCO.
Like Cinco. Sure, that could do well.
I
think
they're Colombian, aren't they? They did a duet with Little Mix.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, but I think
Colombian boy band.
Yeah. But I think having the opportunity to send someone from Spain, because Spanish people are kind of nationalistic, and if they want to be represented by someone Spanish, they would probably go for a Spanish artist.
Yeah, she's saying someone like CNCO. So, are there any kind of big Spanish boy bands at the moment?
There was Aurin, but they are not anymore.
Connor Wells, hello to you. Thank you for joining us in the live chat. Do we think Spain are looking at a similar approach to the UK, teaming up with record labels?
Yeah, I think so.
I think these countries that haven't been doing well, they're actually coming back and they mean business. I don't think they're taking the contest lightly next year. And it's fantastic to see. It's the attitude we see from other countries. It's great to see Spain and the UK taking this approach. Fidel's asking Diana Navarro.
Oh, she could do well. I mean, thanks to Rosalia, flamenco is now again popular, and she's been doing flamenco for a very long time, and she's tried to represent Spain in a few occasions. So I think it could be her chance.
Sergian, you're saying if Spain win, Andorra would maybe come back. That's probably. Actually.
We don't know. Do you guys know that also TV3, which is the main television in Catalonia, tried to apply as an independent TV station?
That's true. They did.
It's about
but
come back.
EBU kind of rejected them. So sorry.
Yeah, it gets quite political in that sense.
Hello to Euro Towerley as well, who joined us in the live chat. So, guys, I mean, that's other than the fact that they're going internal, we haven't got a lot of news other than that, really. So, I mean, for me, it's an exciting announcement. It seems to have been taken well, kind of in the Eurovision community as well. It'd be interesting to see what Spain go with, but we've had loads of suggestions in the live chat tonight. If you're not watching us live, you can still comment down below. Let us know who you would love to see representing Spain in Rotterdam in 8 months. Is it 8 months? 7 months? I don't even know how far away. 8 or 9 months, I think, until Rotterdam. It'll be there before you know it. We would love to see Spain back in the top 10. But guys, I think we're going to wrap it up now.
We're going to wrap up. Sorry.
Don't forget to subscribe to Eurovoxx channel if you haven't done so already. Please do go to our Facebook page and like our page there. You'll see notifications there of when we're going live as well. Also, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Clara, I'm going to let you, or Clara or Stuart, you both speak Spanish. I'm going to let you wrap it up in Spanish and say goodbye to our viewers, because all I can say is adios.
You want to give it a try, Stuart?
Sure. Muchas gracias. Oh, wow, I'm already blanked. Hasta la próxima.
Oh, that was really good. How about you, Chris? You want to try something in Spanish?
Hasta la vista.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Bye, guys.
Soon. See ya.
Un besito. Ciao.